Hello there. I have had the same 20 skeletons sitting on my desk, primed, ready to paint for the entire month of December. And I'm still not painting them. I thought today was going to be the day. I thought today was going to be the day. I thought it was going to happen finally. And then you know what happens? I talked to one in Chiro's yesterday. He's like, hey, let's play some 40K. I still haven't played my first match of 10th edition. Today's not the day. Today's the day where I yet again don't paint those fucking skeletons, and instead I paint some Chaos Space Marines, because I need to paint 3 models to make my my list fully painted. So I'm gonna do them. I'm gonna get them done. It's gonna be perfect and beautiful, and then I'm gonna paint the skeletons. But I'm just so... Well, thankfully, their hearts are already well out of their chests. I've seen to that. Their bones are here, but their meat is gone. And I'm looking at them right now. They do look dejected. I feel bad. But look, that's just a rule of necromancy. That's just the way I do my necromancy. I make sure that they are fully clean and empty, just because they've got no body to love them. I love them. There are priorities. What's going on, V? Wonderful to see you. Also, let me give you a shout out, Velvet. Every time I put letters where they don't belong. You're watching Saltburn? Hell yes. Moros, I'm very curious to hear what you have to say about that movie. Oh, yo, Odd, what's going on? Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, I think I figured out also, this is not relevant, but check it. No, I went the wrong way. Pumpkin. Look at this pumpkin with its own chair. Pumpkin. Okay, that was very important to me. Mostly, huh? Rich people. Look, rich people getting what rich people deserve. And I will not spoil that movie otherwise. Halloween favoritism? Hello there. Yeah. Hector the Protector gets to hang out on a sofa. Pumpkin gets own chair. Other skeletons, smaller skeletons, get neglected. Yeah, a camp chair is definitely a throne. Fully. Josie! It's so blue in this room. It's the lighting changed. I have no idea why it's so blue. Here in a meeting and have you on mute so we get to play the What the Fuck is Bennett Saying game. Do my captions not work? Turn on my captions and you'll understand 60% of what I'm saying. The captions are funny. So I have my OBS set up so that I can see what captions are generating when I talk. And it's wild that it can get a lot of fantasy words right. But then I just have enough of a Balmer accent that it does not calculate other things. Like it even spelled Balmer the right way, but like it didn't say Baltimore because I didn't say Baltimore, but it said Balmer. Is Balmer a word that I don't know about? Inquiring minds need to know. So I'm gonna paint things eventually, but now I have to look up the word Balmer. Oh, it is a word. I didn't know that. I always thought it was just a slang term for people with a Baltimore accent talking in a Baltimore accent. Anyway, we're gonna do some airbrushing. I don't think the compressor will make horrible sounds, but we'll find out. Let's go. Oh, an even better view of Hector and also all of my camera equipment. Turning, even if it does, that's why we're here. You want the airbrush compressor. That's what you crave. My mic seems to be picking it up, but maybe it's not. Summon the Furby version of the thing bag. No, wait, is the Furby bag the bag of ice? Is there just ice in the Furby bag? This camera moved. It changed its angle somehow. But that's okay. Ooh. A little more. Alright. Different bags? Okay, fine. Now I'm gonna get every motor in this room running that I can, while I also use my vortex mixer on these airbrush paints. Hi, Junebug!
Hi, can I visit?
Yeah. If you want to be on camera. Well, actually, camera at this angle doesn't involve you.
That's true. Hello. Where's the oh, there it is.
It's right
Hello. Hi, Chad.
Oh, hi, Squatch.
I got done with my meeting, so I wanted to
Fuck yeah. Oh, please be careful.
take a break from my work so I can bother you while you work.
Sasquatch, I love you, but if you break my airbrush, I'll cry.
Hi, everybody.
Ah!
Squatch is in her hoodie.
Yo, what's up, Ellie?
She's really cute.
Camera carefully blocking Sasquatch.
Maybe I can get her. Oh, you can kind of see her when she's up here. Come here.
Holy cannoli?
Holy cannoli.
It's the Holy Fire Dad. This never happens.
Hello. Oh, there's a good shot
There
of
you
Squatch
go.
in her
Full
hoodie.
Squatch.
There you go.
Put the hood up. Yeah.
Now
Now
she's cool.
She's from 8 Mile.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's comfy. She gets real cold real easy because she has like no fur on her.
Yeah, she's a little shivery girl.
She's a summer pup. Dropped in to see what the condition my condition was in. Fuck yeah. Yes. Yes. Oh, what a joy. Squatch is the cutest dog.
She is the cutest dog. Her tail is going. I can feel it.
Yeah, so I got home and I started streaming on time even. Ow!
Good job. And
Yeah.
you got your meds?
And I got my meds.
Woo!
I'm medicated. I started stream on time.
Wow. We're winning.
Don't, again, with the be very careful over here, please.
Squatch, come here. Come here. Everybody says that your sweatshirt is very cute. Yeah, it's very cute. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, come up here.
Yeah, there you go. That's better.
Yeah, we have a couch down here so we can hang out.
Yes. This is a good start to a new year.
Okay, I'm gonna go back upstairs, but I wanted to
Come on, baby.
distract myself for a
Hey,
bit.
good to see you. Mwah.
Bye, chat. I'll be in chat.
That's sort of in a meta way very confusing. Thank you. This is a sick T-shirt. I got it from Calixus Crusade over on Instagram, and I found out that he's also going to be making Xenos and Chaos themed ones, and I'm really excited about that because a fucking Chaos themed anti-fascist T-shirt, brilliant. I love it. I'm so excited about it. All right. Oh, is my thing all the way open? Yes, it is. Let's go. Am I feeling good about my entries? I feel good. No, well, I don't know. You can tell how confident I feel by the way that I just spoke about that. I feel good. Good TM. Yeah. It's still the most time I've ever spent on a single 28 millimeter. No, the captions, well, if I say good, like with lots of O's, nope, it doesn't pick up on that. But imagine that I said good and like it's trailing off. That's how I feel about it. I mean, the competition's going to be very tough. I will be satisfied with the fact that I'm entering at all. Yeah, so these are obliterators. These two guys that I'm spraying right now are obliterators, who are like Terminators who are infected with a machine virus that makes them grow weapons out of their bodies. And they're part demon, part marine, all danger. But I need to paint up these two to finish out my second squad. I didn't enter last year, so it's already a step up. And I mean, that's what it comes down to, is like, I'm gonna be happy that I entered, but right now I'm really psyching myself out. Yes, Demon Cable from the X-Men. Well put. Yes. It's definitely chaos. And then I also have this demon engine called a Venom Crawler, which is sort of like a giant spider tick robot that stores soul energy in its butt and turns it into bullets. And that gets shot out of these cannons on its butt, you know? That's why my butt's so big. It's full of soul energy. And these are the three things I need to paint to have. I have a match coming up with 1-inch Heroes. It's my first 10th edition game. Check its ass can cash. And I wanted to be fully painted, because I know his army's gonna be fully painted. The paper strips, so you know how on Imperial Space Marines, 1-inch churros, ooh, I really like that though. Have a huge decision and you need help? I got you, Raven. Chat's got you. We as a cult have your back. The paper seals, you know how Imperial Space Marines have purity seals on them? That are like, hey, you've been a really good boy, you're so good at killing heretics. I give my word bearers impurity seals. Because sacrilege is one of my favorite flavors. Do I make lasagna or vindaloo? What's the protein that's going into either of them? Because that will decide my answer. You're good at killing loyalists. Half a seal. It's like, it's a gold star. But it's a gold star that's like written in blood on a scrap of flayed flesh, you know? Crotch zippers. Can you write ass on one of the seals? I certainly can. I wrote boobs on one that was on my Chaos Knight. Because Claire paid me $1 to do it. Beef and lasagna, fish and paneer, and the vindaloo. Yeah, I'll go with the vindaloo. The vindaloo has my heart. Crotch zippers is a hell of a phrase. Fish curry, hell yeah. I could fuck up some fish curry and some churros. Also, how is it going? Draxon. Draxon? Draxon. Draxon. Draxon? Druxon. I know you told me how to pronounce your name, but I've already forgotten because I have involuntary memory disease where I don't get to pick what I remember. It's called ADHD, and I only took today's pill about half an hour ago. Because that was my morning, I made breakfast for Junebug, and then I went to get my prescriptions filled, except they weren't ready to be filled, except they were ready to be filled. Or somebody was wrong, and then they filled it the wrong way, so I had to wait. And the point is, I was waiting for my meds like all morning long. I was waiting unmedicated for my meds. And it felt bad. But now I have them. Super important. I know for a fact I have several friends who've told me what their dead names are, and I can't fucking remember. I can't dead name people intentionally because I can't remember. Excited for your first Warhammer game in February at the game store? Hell yeah. Yes, this is true. I don't get to pick what makes it into the memory banks. It's random. Can you put any kind of paint in an airbrush if you thin it with enough medium? Exactly. Some paints are pre-calibrated to be airbrush paints, so they're already more thin. Like the Vallejo Game Air paints are already super thin. So you don't need a whole lot of thinner, but some of them, like any of Games Workshop's paints, you need to thin the fuck out. My brain at any given moment. A new hand touches the beacon. Listen, hear me and obey. It's that and clowncore music in there. Hey, Demon Engine buddy. What's up, Clip? My brother in heresy. I'm already out again. Bruno always goes, oh, that's so pretty. Yeah, no, it sucks. My Mind Palace is in dire need of renovations and a butler. And doesn't seem to be getting either anytime soon. Chaos Knights! Units under 200 points only. That's a very kind way to do that. Just got the Maulerfiend chestplate mated to the Oracle engine. Ooh, fuck. Clip, do you mind if I pull those up on stream? Because your conversions always make me very happy. And I want to share them with the class. Go for it. All right. It's a good thing for me to do while I wait for these bases to dry. Let me just rinse my airbrush real quick. All right, that'll do. You're gonna fail Plunced? That's no good. Why did the music stop? Class, we're getting graded. Oh, you are getting graded. Ooh. Okay, well, we know who's got big Plunced energy right now. And it's the Chaos Knight player. That says something. Chaos Knights have big plunced. Where is Discord? 72. Ooh. Boop. Ooh, that's sexy. Yeah. Yeah. So, Clip, are you putting a Mauler Fiend? Well, are you putting a Fiend head onto the chassis to have that be the front of the engine? Or is that going to be a something else? Because, where is it? Nowhere. It's not here at all. Where is it? There it is. So I know you got this going on. This is the bottom side. Gotta go become human for dentist. Hey, have fun at the dentist. Specifically putting a Slaughter Brute head there. Fuck yes. So that's going on the front, which is down here, right? Yes. 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 Slaughter Brute head's gonna be perfect for that. Oh, that's exciting. That's so exciting. I love it. I love it. Plunst-alicious. Plunstacular. I'd rather be a sedated feral cat for a dentist. I honestly... Nah, I would rather not get dented. Chest is slotted so the Mauler Fiend arm sockets are the Defiler ball joints. Did you have to cut it up to do that? I mean, obviously you had to cut it up to do that, but for that specific point, did you have to cut it up, or is it just perfect for that already? Because that's how Games Workshop does things occasionally. "20, 24 hours to go. I want to be a sedated feral cat." Oh, I gotta show off the sculpting I did yesterday because I'm still very stoked about it. So I built the new Vargulf. Drilled successively bigger holes to hollow out the sockets, ended with a 1/2-inch drill bit. I really need to get a Dremel of some sort. So I hacked up the Vargulf because I changed the posing a little bit. I wanted him like coming down off of a thing instead of like climbing up onto a thing. Vortex Mixer sounded like the deep horn that blows in the War of the Worlds. Bwom. So because I changed the pose, I cut the head so that instead of him looking like just straight this way and kind of down, I had him looking like up in the direction that he's climbing or crawling. And then when I started to fill in his neck with green stuff, I was like, he looks weird bald. He needs hair. So I tried to give him like a Grima Wormtongue sort of greasy, Grima Wormtongue kind of Trent Reznor type deal. And I feel pretty good about it. Yeah, I'm really excited to paint this. Anyway. Spray painting metallics. I want the dentist to be concerned and cautious. I think dentists should just always be concerned and cautious. Dentists should always be on their toes. As just a general rule. Oh my god, my thumb. There we go. Dentists should exist. Was that supposed to be a shouldn't exist? Or Or are you just agreeing that dentists should be around? All right. Metallic. Dentistry should be free and terror-free. I agree with that. I think people should not be scared of the dentist, either monetarily or for the sake of their bodies. Did I overspray and just undo all the work I did on the base? You bet your ass I did, but that's okay. The base doesn't need to be perfect. The rest of the mini does. I mean, all healthcare should be free. Including, like, you know, all sorts of gender-affirming care and vision, dental, cancer treatment, rehabilitation. You know, as long as it keeps you alive, it should be free. But that's a very radical thought to a lot of capitalists. Yes, it should, but they separated dentistry. There is no money in wellness. That's true. That's true. It's evil. It's fucked up, but it's true. So I'm specifically stating it. Fair. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do I have good ventilation at my desk? I have minimal ventilation at my desk, but I'm doing short enough amounts of airbrushing that I'm not worried about it at the moment. If I was doing more spraying, I'd be bothered, but as soon as I do this coat of metal, I'm done. Why cure something once when we can charge you for the rest of your life? And tax religious exorganations? That's not a word. Tax religious extortionists, please. Secular extortionists, they're fine. Who knew separation of church and state meant churches were also separated from tax? I remember getting into a really big argument in college with somebody who was like, there doesn't need to be a separation of church and state because you can trust politicians to like make choices that aren't religious based. And I was like, no, you can't. because if you're religious, every decision you make is, even if you're not religious, every decision you make is at least in part related to your spirituality or lack thereof. And the things that you think make a good person and a healthy, happy life are affected by your religion. So you can't be religious or non-religious as a politician. You can trust politicians, yeah. Well, you can't, yeah. I mean, that was that's already a given, but you know. Heard someone describe colleges as hedge funds that happen to invest in education. Yikes. Yeah. Don't allow colleges to buy land for real estate purposes? Yeah. Rube! Speaking of non-religious extortionists, it's my favorite and most gelatinous one. Are you doing what I tell you to do? Yeah, you're just taking a while. That's fine. I'm a secular extortionist who does it for the love of the art. That's what I like about you. It's all the love of the game. I moved everything. Where do I keep my Q-tips now? Here? Nope. Up here. Aha! Hear about the first year Harvard dinner? That might be what June's talking about. I need more cleaner. There we go. That's a nice clean tip. Very important to keep your tip clean. Tee. I'm satisfied. Wow, what's up, Mel? My ex used to keep my tip clean. Okay, Kenny. I don't know what you're referencing, Clip. Jar got so filthy on the bar with spilled drinks. Hey. I like where we went with that joke. That's fun. You think it was something nice for first years, but it's a performance and food party and waste with clear class lines. Hell yeah. I hate, you know? Kenny Boucher because he hammers the airbrush tip joke. I don't know who Kenny Boucher is. Huh. I feel self-conscious that I don't know who Kenny Boucher is. Putting the finishing touches on the thick druid. Hell yeah. There's more colleges with these parties. I mean, that's... yeah. Alright, now I have to not touch those for a little bit and let them dry, which means I might actually paint some skeletons. Against all odds. Or I'm just going to check how dry the bases are. And, go, I should leave him. He's a chaos junk? Who is this guy? Oh, it's next level painting. I didn't know Kenny. Yeah, I know next level painting as next level painting. I did not know what his actual real human name was. That's the difference. Oopsies. Now I feel silly. He's got good SEO though, because he was the first thing that came up on Google when I looked for his name. I don't want to sit patiently and let paint dry. So I'm just not gonna. Skeletons. Oh, I did these skeletons the smart way and did the bases after I did the metal parts. That would have been clever of me. I'm salty that I didn't know. Smudging paint frequently. God, that should be my April Fool's joke this year. Is just do a complete fake rebrand to 1-inch heroes. Except it'll be like 2-inch heroes. I don't have a dice bot, but I should. Beans. I don't have beans either. No beans here. How can I not have a dice bot? Well, it's very simple. I have physical dice on me at all times, so I don't think about it. Although my physical dice are not within arm's reach at the moment. I don't know what a beans bot is. Is that a bot that makes a fart sound? Because I got fart sounds. Oh wow, that command needs to be updated because it, as far as I know, it does not have anything to do with Nicolas Cage right now. But that's a Junebug thing, so I genuinely don't know. June, what's the secret word? There's no metal back there. No. You thought I was lazy with painting cleanly before. Should wait till you see me paint 20 fucking skeletons. Cause I'll do it. It's gonna be real sloppy. What's up, Tarzan? How are you, my friend? And neighbor? I just decided we're neighbors. I don't know if we are or not. I'm not worried about it. We're spiritual neighbors at the very least. No, definitely doesn't have to be clean for skellies. Especially considering they're gonna get all rusted up and all that other crap. The goal of 20 skeletons is to just get them done. Because they're gonna die and come back and die and come back and die and come back. No one's ever gonna know or care. As long as I can impersonate Wilson from Home Improvement. You can. You absolutely can. I'm not gonna impersonate Tim Allen beyond grunting though. Because I don't have it in me to say the shit that he says. Let me explain why people like fajitas when all it appears to be is an extremely hot sizzle. Fajitas taste good and they're a spectacle. That's why people like fajitas. People love a spectacle. Also, tasty things. I hate that these are so flimsy that even as I'm fucking dry brushing them, they're like, oh, maybe I'm gonna break. Maybe I'm gonna break. Like, cool looking skeletons, but god, they're a pain. So I am painting skeletons today, and that feels good. I haven't completely betrayed the skeletons. Hector, your brothers in arms are still getting painted. Fajitas. Also, they sound like that Dragon Ball guy. Vegeta. You know, the guy, the Super Saiyan. Vegeta. Used to throw people in the pits with fight with lions. I think it goes back. Yep. We just want to see stuff burn, explode, bleed, die. One of Chul's better songs is about that. I'm back. No more captions. Well, there's still captions. Whether you want them or not, there's still captions. I'm still captured. Save me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Turned them off. Ooh, brutal. How dare you? Fucking... Yep, broke. Cool. Love that. I... officially am grumpy about these minis. Yeah. Yeah, these are the newer GW skeletons from, I don't know, 2021 or something. Did that not successfully Oh, there we go. Let's just get a little bit of glue all over it right there. Yeah, the Death Rattle Skeleton Warriors, I think the box is called. Which, like, by GW standards, is a good deal for a set. It's a box of 20, not a box of 10. They're actually pretty... Considering GW's normal stuff nowadays, they're relatively posable. And you can actually make all 20 look not like the same 10 minis. But, I had a shit time building them. And it's translating into an equally frustrating time painting them. Because they're just so fragile. They must be Italian skeletons. I like the Oathmark Skellies. They you can't knock those boys over with a pail of water. But, like, between this box and the Cursed City guys I already had, like, that's 40 skeletons. That'll be fine for me, probably forever.
It's always time for Plunst. 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 It's always time for Plunst.
Free. Free falling. Taking advantage on sales on Reaper's site a few years ago.
Because he's my best friend, he's my pal.
Thank you, Junebug. Steph, how are you today?
Sweet cheese. My good
I mean, I didn't actually own any skeletons except as bits to be corpses on bases and stuff until Cursed City happened. So, I don't know. I have a mostly undrunk cup of coffee and it's killing me. I want it. I want it in my body and my mouth. I must eat. Sandwich trying all of Steph's chatbot commands summoned her. Ah. Oh, I didn't realize Steph. I didn't realize those were all Steph commands. I now feel a type of way. Hamster bottle with coffee? Fuck yeah. Honestly, we should just, like, we have a couple unused pipes hanging out in the basement. We should just do one directly from the kitchen to the basement and just have that be a coffee pipe. Good coffee, though. One of those hats with the straws and the bottles, except it's coffee. Yeah, I'd be okay with that too. heat up spaghetti. Eat them sketties. Speaking of sketties, Steph, what's your lunch today? What is my vicarious lunch? I know I'm emotionally eating some spaghetti right now through Zoe. What are you doing? Chicken Caesar wrap and spaghetti? What a good day I'm having. What a good lunch I've got. All right. We did it. We dry brushed a lot of metallics. Now we're gonna make those bases brown again. MTBBA? Make those bases brown again. Yeah, MTBBA. Matibaba. Once I clean this brush a little. Spaghetti up. Spaghetti up feels like a thing that SWAT team members say when they're getting ready to do something tactical. Spaghetti up, everybody. Stay frosty. Spaghetti up. We've got 12 bogeys, and we expect all of them to be Sinclair's lizards. So keep the buddy system going. And don't doubt yourselves. I want eyes on every window. I want thighs on every boy. Now it sounds like I'm trying to run for president. I promise eyes on every window. I promise thighs on every boy. No child will be left thighless if I am elected. The piece of technology you have to make me aware of. I'm aroused to hear that. It's a... What? Oh, that's really cool. That's cool as fuck. It's a facehugger mask for pilots to... It's not literally a facehugger mask, but it sure does look like one. Brown. Brown is what I want, Sketty. Are you still wet? Seem wet. That's the way I like it. Brown paint. Oh, we have an ad break starting momentarily. All right. Before I start painting bases brown, I'm gonna go get some more coffee and run this ad break. That's what he said. I mean, maybe. Only if he's keeping his tip clean. And now, see, Clip, I'm never gonna forget who Kenny Boucher is now. Never, ever in my life will I forget who Kenny Boucher is. All right, we're doing an ad break, and then I'm gonna take a picture of something that starts with the letter J and post it in the Discord if I can see that while I'm on my way there. I did it. I found a J word and I posted it in the Discord. I said I'd do it, and damn it, I did it. I'm very proud of myself. Oh. We did it. We did it, everyone. 4 more years. What's up, Gremlin? How are you? Some skeletons, some not skeletons. Prioritizing the not skeletons so that I have a fully painted list when I play against one inch heroes. You don't understand? Why don't you understand, Joe? Why don't you understand? Your legs hurt, but you're good. Did you run all the way here? That was a good joke. That was a very funny joke. Everybody's talking about how good of a joke that was. Oh, well, I said when I left, that I was gonna take a picture of something that starts with J. And I did. I don't know what else there is to get about it. I found a thing that starts with J. So I posted a picture of it. No, it's not a fridge magnet, it's a joint. It's a fridge magnet shaped like a joint. Joint. The word is joint. You motherfuckers. Jarajuana? You didn't see the joint, you saw a leaf. Well, why didn't you click and expand the picture? Josie. I should have just taken a picture of your username. Yeah, joint. It was joint. Like my bank account with my wife. Joint. I did make this hard on myself. I should have just done that. Should have just taken a picture of Joe's username. Or Junebug. My username would work. I also go by Jester. Oh, that's true. Yeah, but I would have to walk all the way from the basement to the 2nd floor to get a picture of Junebug, and I ain't doing that when all I'm doing is getting a cup of coffee and coming back. All of my pictures of Junebug are with consent. Not all of them are shareable, but all of them are with consent. Like the ones where she's actively committing crimes. Like arson and treason. Not sharing those. That's what I meant. Where were y'all's heads at? Fucking sickos. Deviants and perverts, the lot of you. My kind of people. Proud deviant. It's true. Proud to be a deviant. Same here. Same here. I don't want to paint all bisexuals as being perverts and deviants, but I am a pervert and a deviant. And I need that to be okay. Like that TikTok sound that's putting people into very small boxes. You did pick the right box, though. I eat spaghetti with the spoon I cut to make a... I eat spaghetti with a spoon I cut to make a fork? I eat spaghetti with the spoon I cut to make a fork. Wait, so did you have a spoon and then you cut the spoon and now it's a fork? Is that what you mean by that sentence? Because I can't process it. It is always okay to be yourself, unless you're a fucking Nazi, in which case, be literally anything else. I am proud of you. It's a spork now.
Hello there.
Low-key hype for the Old World Tombkins box coming around tax refund time. Ooh, what's up, Vortexus? Vortexus is like mythical Texas, right? It's the vortex of Texas.
We are Legion!
You should not have followed just as I made that joke. That was not worthy of a follow, but thank you so much. Yo, the Tomb Kings box, though. Bunch of old minis, couple new minis. I must say, it's nice that they're finally bringing back Tomb Kings. Like, well deserved. Planning to pick up the Cetra re-release too. I missed Old World entirely. Keeping myself sated with Space Tomb Kings. I'm excited to see what kind of conversions we get with new Tomb King minis and new Necron minis. I feel like there's going to be a good space to do both fantasy and 40k minis with that combination. I have to invest in some Army Painter Skeleton Horde Primer. That's a lot of Skeleton Spearmen. It is. Especially if they're bringing back what looks essentially like, what is that, 8th, 9th edition fantasy rules? You're gonna need so many Skeleton Spearmen. You never realize how big a 100mm base is until you have to fucking paint it. Alternatively, some of you in the audience may be like, no, we know math, Bennett. And I'll be like, that doesn't sound right. 150 isn't bad when you take that into consideration. Yeah. I mean, I don't love the DLC-ification. Talking about this last night on stream, actually. I really don't love the DLC-ification of, like, yeah, here's all the rules you need, but if you want fucking lore, buy a second book, idiot. Like, that, I hate that. But, I do like that they're just straight up selling you a box so that you can fucking play. Like, that is a thing that they should definitely do more. I don't need lore. I know Cetra does not serve, that's all I need. You're talking to a very narrative and lore focused player, so I apologize in advance for any heartbreaking I may be doing. Because I am not a competitive player. Yeah, no, I can see the for and against. I can see both the for and the against of splitting up the books like that. But I know GW is only doing it to make money. They're not doing it to be convenient. They're gonna claim it's a convenience thing, but it's fucking not. And, like, that's the thing that irks me, is that, like, it's a blatant cash grab, and the fact that it's not a strictly negative experience for everyone doesn't make it not a blatant cash grab. Yeah. Well, and I mean, and that's the thing. I feel like if you're at this point with the way that GW is a sort of multimedia franchise, or at least that's what they're trying to do with Warhammer, it's a lot easier to absorb the lore through things that aren't books, Whereas, like, when I got into the game back in fucking the year 2000, you had the books and that was it. Have I ever watched the Saw movies? Yes. Have I ever watched the Elm Street movies? Yes. Bro, I fucking love Freddy Krueger. I love Jigsaw too. The Saw movies are like a yearly rewatch in this house at this point. Which is a shame because so many of them are so bad. You mean a Freddy Krueger orc? Fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. Jester, you have to share that. Jester? Jester. You're Jester now. Good job. I know that Mickey Mouse horror movie in the vein of Blood and Honey. Yeah, he went for use. Oh, see, that's the thing. Saw 1 and 2 and 3 are like actually good. 4 and 5, not so much. 6 is satisfying because it's all insurance agents getting killed, and that's great. 7 is also not good. They're not good movies, is what I'm getting at, but I've still seen them a lot. I still have a lot of affection for them. So Jaw. Blip, 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 blip. They ripped themselves into a hole with his terminal cancer. I mean, yeah. You mess with the entire Friday the 13th, no matter how silly they get. Well, that feels contradictory to me. Honestly, Rube. Like, look at these fucking Votan. I will not. Those are some pretty cool Votan. Hath been sent. Is it in Discord? There you go. Loved them all because that was your child. Well, that's the thing. Nostalgia goes a long way to like do it, you know? Ooh. Fuck yeah. This Pain Boy looks so gross. And the red and green stripes on the tabard, that's the one. The loincloth is a good move. Apron might be it. Hell yeah. Oh, did you add the skull, or is that skull always in the hand? Nice. I like that a lot. And a jaw. Oh, yep, there I see the jaw. Jaw dropping, honestly. Jaw dropping work. Yeah, he looks great. Splorp. One of the dudes who wrote Nightmare 2010. Huh. Is he cool? Is he hot? Those are the two options. Do I dry brush bases now? Is that the next step here? Probably. I think it is. Guy that played Vecna in Stranger Things would make a great Freddy. Oh, fuck yeah. No, that's very reasonable. Gonna work on a Jason orc soon. And Oreo, for me. Can I reach him while I'm mixing paint? 3 brigands, 2 executioners, and a stalker. Brigands are the Melta and chain gun guys. Executioners are all auto gun or auto cannon, and a stalker is melee weapon and chain gun. Stalker's the one who stalks, of course. Crap. Demon Breath and Chainsword. Okay, yeah. Could you trade a brigand for a carnivore? I don't know if that's in the points. Generally cool, mostly knew him when he was still scoring a telecom cable. Spool for coffee table is a major win. He's moved up in the world since. Oh yeah. I love an army that's a perfect 1,000 points. A nice round number like that, beautiful. Blight King would also make a good Jason. I feel like if you do Jason as an orc, a commando would be like the right call. Or maybe that would be more like Michael Myers. Kind of just stalking. Carnivore's 10 points cheaper.
Sir, are you classified as human?
Negative. I am a meat
Thank you for taking care of me. The beast boss because he's got a big knife and no guns. Makes sense. This feels like the brush is too big. That's what I do. I appreciate it.
Hello there.
Adam! Oh, I've been looking for an excuse to corrupt some sisters,
Time for cleanse.
which is a wild sentence out of context, for since they rebooted them with those sexy plastic minis. I'd like to corrupt your sisters, please.
What's that like to live deliciously?
Hellraiser and Slanesh, but Slanesh is too easy. I agree. I feel like sisters are really cornate, and that's somehow a path that usually doesn't get taken with them. Seem to have lost the gun I use for my custom Warbass. That's bigger than a great unclean one. Warbass. Warboss. Warbass is a very different creature. Let me see your Warbass. Yeah, sisters do fire, so also Zinch. I mean, there's a lot of ways. There's a lot of ways you could do it. Oh, falling to Nurgle after enduring so much? I like that. Fire isn't really bloody, but the fact that they are all about righteous fervor and zealotry, like, that's very Khorne. And hate psychers, typically. Thick Druid is done. Bye, Freely. I'm looking forward to streaming with you on Monday. BT dubs, y'all. BT dubs. Me and Steph are going to be doing a co-stream this coming Monday, the 8th, I think. Working on our Resin Beast entries together. It's going to be fun. Hating magic is more like Nurgle? Well, no, okay, Nurgle hates Zinch, but, like, Khorne is anti-psyker and / anti-sorcery if we're in fantasy. Like, Nurgle hates Zinch because Zinch is change and progress. Which is ironic because Nurgle is also progress because rot is a process, but that's a whole different discussion. Magic, that's pretty cringe, bro. Exactly. You do magic? Pfft, okay. Oh my fucking sweet pterodactyl sauce. I do not know what pterodactyl sauce is, but I would try it. Korn accepts tributes of blood and skulls for physical boosts to those who donate to him. Isn't that blood magic? Well, that's that's kind of the point, is that Korn's a hypocrite, and all the Chaos Gods. I think the good writing about Chaos is that all the Chaos Gods are hypocrites, and like all feed each other because there is no purity there. It's chaos, and it's messy, and like I like that personally. No, you're allowed to do that. Korn needs belief to help his followers. He's not giving them magic directly. I mean, touche. I do not know the Emperor's text-to-speech of Scarbrand because I have never been able to sit through a single episode of Emperor's text-to-speech. I know a lot of people really love it, but God, I find it annoying. Scarbrand hates the bald and the balding? Well, who doesn't? Oh, well, all Black Templars are bald. That's the point. It must be. That has to be the joke. Ooh. 40K taught me something important. All bald guys, unless they are black, are evil. No, that tracks. That's correct. Yeah. No notes. As a person with a bald father, that is correct. See, and weird relationships with your dad are also fundamental to Warhammer. My brother's also bald, but on the sliding scale of assholery, not evil. I mean, there's exceptions to every rule. Korn provides wounds which can be infected, and excessive rage and change through the mass execution. Nurgle provides bloodshed through infectious wounds, change through plague, and excessive fear for those who are not infected. Slaanesh provides bloodshed. Probably has something to do with infection. STDs, baby! And changes the world, changes things through the minds of corrupts and Zinch. Yeah, they all feed each other. Most Vulcan quote from that series is still, "Let's go save our dad, boy." There you go. The new god that they're making? I mean, I've been hearing about a 5th or 6th Chaos God forever. If you eliminate ones, the others grow weaker by proxy. Yeah. Chaos needs chaos to live. In a very critical role kind of way. Life needs life to live. Pretty sure that's how that quote goes. Maleo doesn't count because the artist took them and left. But they are making a 5th. Not the Horned Rat, who is kind of already a Chaos God. The Dark King or whatever he's called, the Shadow King. Yeah, that guy. The guy that's definitely not Belakor. Or Vashtor? Oh yeah, I painted Vashtor like a couple weeks ago. But he's not a god, he's a minor. I mean, god is a loose concept. Oh, they're gonna just straight up ascend him? I'd be okay with that. That's a plot point I'm fine with. I like Vashtor. Vashtor is a strong, independent demon that don't need no god. Yeah, well, Malael and Malice are the same dude. They just renamed Malael to Malice because of copyright. Yo, when we finally get a Dark Mechanicus army, I will cry and be happy. There's also Hashut, Zuvasan, Nakoho. I mean, honestly, good for that artist for, like, actually getting their own thing, because GW is really shit at letting artists keep the things they create. And, like, crediting their artists in general. And it's really one of the things I dislike strongly about GW, is the shit way they treat their artists. Whether it's the people making visual art, like 2D art, or if it's the people painting things making 3D art. They're really bad about that. If GW wasn't so cash grabby, they could just do dual releases for each Mechanicus unit. Yeah, they could. They could. But also, real Chaos players just convert their own versions of everything anyway. Dark Mechanicus is awesome. Who doesn't want to be 1/3 demon, 1/3 machine, 1/3 person? Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. Dry brushing bases. Doing the really interesting stuff today. Airbrushing and dry brushing. To be able to run normal Marines as Chaos while still using normal Marine rules if you kit bash them a little bit. That's actually that was a common thing for at least a while. A couple editions ago, to run either Chaos as Loyalists or Loyalists as Chaos. And just be like, yeah, this is just counts as, because Marines are Marines. And there's a really tight, I have no idea how to find it, but there was a dude who made a really fucking cool Ultramarines army that, like, was actually secretly an Alpha Legion army. Like, all of the iconography and all the images and stuff had, like, very subtle hydras and scales and things. It was so cool. Like, all the U's had little, like, hydra heads, so that, like, from a distance you're like, yeah, that's an Ultramarine, and then if you pick it up and, like, look at it, like, nope, that's not an Ultramarine. Saw a dude who made a massive Death Guard army but didn't want duplicates, so he bought a box of Chaos Marines and Death Guard and kit bashed them together. And his army turned out nice with some fully mutated Death Guard and some partially mutated Death Guard. Yeah. I mean, that's... the number one rule of Warhammer is that if you think it'll look cool, you should just do that, and then figure out what the rules are later. Honestly. Not saying that, I fully support artists, but I need a big demon and werewolf god in my life. Yeah. I mean, we all need a big demon and werewolf god in our life. That's who I've been praying to for a while, at least. Ton of Space Marines I ended up with has led me to painting them as Ultras. Hey, it's a me plunced! I did that, now I have a full melee orc army. Yep. But I'm also not a competitive player, so like, as far as I'm concerned, full melee orc army sounds great. I don't know if that's actually good, but it sounds fun. How often do I win games? Nope, but my army looks cool as fuck, and I have fun making them. And I spend a lot more time on that. That was a good plunst. I can't remember who made that plunst, but it was a fun plunst.
It's always time for plunst.
Oh, you are already plunst. Or Texas. That name makes me so happy. Oh boy. Of the irony that unit to unit, using purely their combat rules, Gaz absolutely bodies Angron. Justice for Yarrick. I don't know, Gaz is a cooler character than Yarrick. So I'm okay with Yarrick being dead. But in general, you'll be hard pressed to get me to say something nice about most loyalists. The only loyalist I like is Tyberos. Guy's going after Angron because he supposedly killed Yarrick and being like, "Oi, that was my boyfriend!" I know you typed enemy, but let's be real. Fucking Yarrick and Gaz are like top of the list tsundere for each other. Yeah, they were frenemies. And they were roommates. Tarzan, we're on the same page. Thank you. Tyberos is an 8-foot beast of a marine that needs dreadnought armor on his normal armor just to be able to wear it. Is that actually his lore? Because I don't know Tyberos. I want a campaign of Gaz invading an Imperial world just to see if Yarrick's grave is really there, and then going apeshit when he finds it. That lore would be so fucking good, though. I would read the shit out of that story. Chain swords mixed with energy swords mixed with power claws. Aren't chain fists already that? Did I misinterpret brutally what a chain fist is? He's the red wake for a reason. It's not because he's really woke. I'm so funny, y'all. I'm so fucking funny. Doesn't he have a model? thought he had a mini. Or are we being tongue-in-cheek here? I don't know why I put that in my mouth instead of just putting it down. He's got a mini right there. Oh, because it was a Forge World mini and is now no longer available, presumably. Oh yeah, it's a chain fist, but with knives on the back. Huh. This is what GW took from you. All right. Final bit of dry brushing. Ba-da-ba-da. Do-do-do-do-do. The badass YouTube vid of an orc captain looking for Angron because Gaz called a big meeting and raged because Angron killed Yarick. Hell yeah. I mean, I am a chaos player at heart, but that's in the realm of things that I love. So fuck yeah, please do. Oh, that reminds me, this is a link-friendly chat. If y'all have photos of anything, any minis you want to share, or, you know, whatever, you can toss those in chat. Or you can join the Discord and post it there. The options are boundless. Gaz threatens that if you try to kill Angron without him, he'll hurt you so bad you'll wish you were a squig on Big Head Squig's love ship. Beautiful. I will hurt you so bad you wish I'm not hurting you so bad. That's my ultimate threat. My Poke card. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I'm worried though. MyPokecard.com sounds shady. Oh, fuck yeah. 10-minute vid? Alright. Have I mentioned how much I love getting rickrolled? Unironically. Yeah, I got that open in another tab. I will give that a listen after stream. When I'm posting pictures. Ouch, sharp. Ouch, sharp. Oh shit, I have a counter for specifically that. Hold on. I forgot about that. Warrior Tier does a lot of legit cool Warhammer audio stories. Nice. This is my first exposure. I wouldn't rickroll ya. No, you don't understand. I like being rickrolled. It is a positive. I am happier when I get rickrolled. So the fact you wouldn't do that,
Time for cleanse.
it's essentially a threat. Bunst. I love Rick and his roles. Rick rolls are so buttery and soft. I mean, fuck, I just want to eat some buttery bread now. Yo, we gotta take a break so I can go butter up some bread real quick. I'm mostly kidding. We will be taking a break at the top of the hour in the next 15 minutes or so. Just FYI. A bread break. Will I get bread during break? Only if I remember. I'll butter your bread anytime. I'll butter those buns right up. They'll be delicious and lubricated. Because as we all know, condiments are just food lube. Food lube. You saw me eating alone. Without a sauce on my meal. Without a love of my own. Food lube. Mustard is just zesty, KY. Oh boy. Look, I've had a lot of KY in my mouth. I would rather have a lot of mustard in my mouth. Always love the headcanon of an Orqua finding and capturing a battle barge. The psycho-indoctrinated machines make them think they're space marines. The Grots are guardsmen and they adventure around saving the Imperium one Wa at a time. Under Crumpta Master Kagar. Okay. Are you familiar with the old, out of print, Warhammer 40k RPG Deathwatch? Was an RPG where you play a unit of Deathwatch Space Marines, doing stuff that Deathwatch does. But I remember, way ages ago when it first came out, like 2008 or something. There was somebody who took the book and used the rules, but instead of Deathwatch, his group ran it as Deathwatch. And they were a bunch of orcs constantly disguised as Space Marines, trying to still do orky stuff. But in disguise as Space Marines. And the stories from that campaign were so fucking funny. Odd, I'll catch you later. Thanks for hanging out, bud. I hope the rest of your day is as great as the one I'm having. Runt herds are commissars? Yes. That's a very Blood Axe type maneuver. Yeah, it was fun to read those stories. Drop pad landing upside down, grots come tumbling out. Yeah, it's exactly that kind of shit. They're all wearing scraps of power armor. None of it actually has power. Just finished Saltburn? Moros. Keeping the spoilers to a minimum. What's your take? Painting a Killican as a dreadnought? Exactly. Talking about watching it tonight? You should absolutely watch it. Everybody should go watch Saltburn. It's such a fun movie. And then you can come back and be like, Bennett, why did you describe this movie as fun? And I'll be like, you didn't think it was fun? Let's discuss that word. And as established earlier in stream, I am a deviant and a pervert. And as constantly reestablished during stream, I'm also strongly anti-capitalist. I'm gonna reprime and paint my kitten mini for my sister. Ooh. Last thing I watched was What If Season 2 was all right. I think Season 1 was better. What is What If? I liked it and redacted to DM. Fuck yeah, Moros, thank you. It's definitely a Bennett movie from what I know about Bennett. You have... Yep, thank you. That's a compliment, and it also means my brand is strong. Last thing I watched was Letterkenny Season 1, restarting from the beginning for the new season. Letterkenny is, I think, the show that I've rewatched the most times. Because it is, every single time there's been a new season of Letterkenny, I just rewatch the entire show. Letterkenny is so fucking good. It's What If is a Disney Plus show in the line of the old What If Marvel comics. Oh, got it. Okay. What if Doctor Strange's hands weren't crippled? Doctor Strange's hands are crippled? This is information I straight up didn't know. I watched just the intro to the last season and like started to tear up. So I expect that the last season of Letterkenny is gonna fuck me up. And I haven't watched any Shoresy yet. So I need to fix that. God, there's so much gravel on my desk now. All right. It's very put together. I agree with that. Doctor Strange's hands were fucked. That's why he takes so long to learn magic. That time helped him get over his grief of his girl dying. If they weren't, he never gets over it, and it gets darker. We get evil Doctor Strange. We get Doctor Fucked Up. Okay, I dry brushed a bunch of bases. I feel good about that. It's time to add red to stuff. Strange Supreme. Where's red paint? What does red paint look like? Someone help me. I don't know what red paint is. Like a Tzeentch cultist? Fuck yeah. Blood. I've bled enough over Warhammer the last 2 days. Like, there's some of the minis on my desk are straight up have dried blood on them because I was indelicate. Want to spoil one sentence of the movie? You really a Korn fan if you haven't bled on the edges of those models? You're not. The most British sentence I've ever heard. Which one? Where is the paintbrush that I want? There you are. Nobody wants your bloody American feelings. Yep. Oh, I didn't get myself a new... Where's my paper towels? There they are. There is a timer on it, so if you do it too fast, it's not going to trigger again. But there you go. You didn't do it too fast that time. I feel like maybe I should increase the timer. Trying to get that blood? You trying to get that blood? Be straight with me. Are you trying to get that blood? Yeah, blood. Oh, it doesn't trigger for vampire. That would make sense, but it doesn't. All right, not 5 minute break. A break in 5 minutes. Or alternatively, as soon as I finish putting red on this obliterator. Nicolas Cage, Barney, Baldur's Gate. I think Asterion likes me the most. Claire pointed out that Asterion is basically one of my D&D characters already, and I'm salty about it, but Claire's also not wrong. Mr. Rogers, Bob Ross, Rick Ross, Rick Roll. Are we looking for secret words? Because the secret word is specifically something I say out loud, not something that gets tightened? I'm not gonna say anything else. I'm just saying, I also play a very cunty character, and that is probably the best way to put it. Broing it up with Gale when romancing Best Girl Karlach, and suddenly he's like, "Want to see a magic trick? It's my penis." Well, yeah, because all the characters are player sexual. I just said I'm declining. Want to see my rope trick? Yeah, that is the thing about the writing that I don't like, is that, like, you do, in order to not romance people, you do have to just kind of be straight up mean to them sometimes. I don't love that. Because, like, that was my experience when I was playing Mass Effect, was I never romanced anyone intentionally. I was just like, yo, I'm trying to be nice to you. I'm not trying to fuck. But sure, I won't turn you down.
My kind of people.
Hey, the painting dad. Welcome. What a beautiful time to hop in even. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the raid. What were you working on today? Painting, obviously. Dadding, furthermore. Fucking Caden. Yo, I hate Caden.
Hello there.
Caden sucks. Yeah, truly, truly what a time to raid in on. We were just talking about the romances in Baldur's Gate and Mass Effect also.
It's always time for cleanse.
Oh wow, okay, and then we get the horniest
It's
plunce.
always time for cleanse.
What a day.
It's always time.
Oh,
for
painting
cleanse.
World Eaters Berserkers. Hell yeah. Hell
It's
yeah.
always time for cleansed. It's always time for
I'm
cleansed.
also painting Red Chaos Marines.
He's my,
are Legion.
Hey, thank you for that follow.
my good time boy.
If you have any pictures you would like to share, either of what you were working on or just stuff in general, we are a link-friendly chat. I love seeing other people's artwork. We are the baddies and the problem as per usual. I don't like him, but I'll take him over Ashley any day. Well, yeah, you either have the most boring dude in the world or a space racist. And I know which one I'll pick,
Hello there.
but I would like to pick neither. Yo, what's up, AKA? Yeah, for real. We are link friendly. I love seeing people's minis. I love seeing art that isn't minis. I get excited about people who are making things, regardless of what they are, and I just want to share it. You know? Space racist Ashley Williams in Mass Effect is shitty about all the aliens that you're working with. Only disappointment with Rogue Trader is I can't romance the Sister of Battle, but I can romance the Eldar. That's weird. I'm sad that you can't romance the Sister of Battle, especially because I'm trying to play as heretic as possible. So corrupting the Sister of Battle, which is the second time we've talked about this today, would be great. Dark Eldar Dami Mommy GF, God, please. When's it gonna be my time? That's even a thing I know my wife would be cool with. Just be like, honey, just look at her and say yes, I understand. And she'd be like, okay. How are you racist in space? I mean, the same way that you're racist on Earth, really. You just sort of suck. You know? Oh no! Oh yo, I'm sorry everybody. There was an ad. There's an ad happening. Ripperoonie. I'm so sorry, all of you. But if you're here after the ad, I promise it'll just be more of this. Hate shagging with a Sister of Battle would be a great way to die. I mean, honestly, boning just about anybody in 40K would be a dangerous proposition. In about every sense of that term. Especially in the Thane romance. Caden trying to romance if you haven't locked in on your romance in 3 makes me mad. Try to just roll with Morden and Grunt whenever possible. Fuck yeah. Hey, there we go. Thanks, Josie. Love that Rickroll. Welcome in Asian as well. I know I already replied to you, but Asian Grants, it's great to have you. Any fan of Dami Mommy is a friend of mine. Yeah, we need more rolled up newspapers for Ashley. And you should be able to romance Rex, god damn it. Rex is the hottest Mass Effect character. The fact that they kind of make up for it with Iron Bull, that's okay, but it's not quite the same. Rex foreplay would just be exchanging headbutts. Is that not standard foreplay for everybody else? Have I been doing something differently and didn't know until just now? It's a funny way to say Legion. Look, it's because it's not Legion. It's Rex.
Wow.
I also don't understand the appeal of Garrus, but that's because he's twink coded in my mind, and 9 times out of 10, a twink is just a twink, and that's not my jam. Twink is just a twink, 9 times out of 10. Pretty sure that was Sigmund Freud said that. If I'm going for a twink, I'd rather just romance Astarion. But yeah, but why would you romance Astarion? I don't understand that either. I do not get the Astarion love. Like, yeah, he's like snarky and shit, but he just does not. I'm a little offended. You're offended because I'm not impressed by twinks? Because this is a long established piece of Bennett lore. Yo, Mel, your goblin looks lovely. Keeps trying to get in my bedroll, send holy water. All right, let's look at these. Let's look at these. Let's look at these. Also, let's not use that camera that's not even looking at me. Mel, I love this purple. Ooh, and the red hair is a nice touch. Hell yeah. Yeah, she is cute. And the green in the vials being that different from the... As a twink, I must make my offense known. You have no right to be offended until and unless we try to bone. And at that point, then you can be offended. Just saying. I learned something about Adam today. And what else do we got? We got Necrons. Ooh, oh, the green rods with the green painted base rims. That is a blast from the fucking past. I like the Cryptek. I like that. Is that orange I see there? Because orange is the best color. I am orange for orange. Ooh, the metallic, the full metallic ultramarine is pretty cool. These Necrons, though. It's not. It's an imperfect zoom, but it is a zoom. Screaming Bell, Microns use different colors on their head and shoulders for rank custom dynasty. Hell yeah. I like it. Oh, he's holding up a fucking scrab. A scarab. Yeah, this is how Enhance works in real life. You just get bigger and more pixelated. The orb came out chunky. This orb that looks like a scarab? Or do you mean you made an orb and it was... Oh, okay, there you go. Got it. Understood. Scarab with a knife. Okay, actually, though, that's like a good, like, knife Roomba, knife scarab. I love where that goes. I love where that goes. That's one of the Space Marine Heroes guys, right? From the blind boxes. Honestly, Scarab with a Knife sounds like a cool band name. It does. Honestly, if this is actually how Ultramarines looked normally, I think I would like Ultramarines more. They're still really only good for being corpses and trophies, but they'd be cooler if they were like this. Oh, the Death Roombas. No, it's all right. We don't need to do Evil Within anything for quite a while. Scarab. Oh, a Scarab with a knife. Okay, shit. Scarab with a knife. Scarab with a knife. I love it. What a good little bug. Got thrown away by a roommate on accident? That's not a roommate. I think you should throw your roommate away by accident. I don't know where I was going with that's not a roommate, but that's not a roommate. It's an enemy. Did I get all the parts that are going to be red? That's going to be black. I think so. All right, on to the next guy. And they were roommates. We brought it back. We brought it back. I hope you kissed your roommate square in the mouth after that, as a sign of dominance. Oh, they were not roommates. Oh no! I can't read, and it's a good joke. Oh shit, I never even introduced myself. Hi, I'm Holy Fireman. My mortal name is Bennett. You can call me either. That's fine. I'm a they, them causing mayhem. I do a lot of Warhammer painting. I do a lot of non-Warhammer painting. I do a little bit of, well, okay, I do a lot of video gaming too. I love me some monsters. We're pro spooky around here. And what else is there? I don't know. That's it. That's what I got. I've been meaning to make a new raid video and just haven't done it. And the old one is at this point too old for God. Got a shot of him. Oh, yeah, fuck yeah. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Going for a WoW Death Knight kind of vibe. I've never wowed, but if you told me this guy was called a Death Knight, I'd believe it. He looks cool. He looks mean. And cold. He looks cold and mean. Did I get the... I did. Okay, cool. Top one has a few D&D minis in it too. I was pretty sure I saw a bugbear. Forgot to tell you about the best thing to come out of my Cyberpunk RP. The Chuck E. Cheese returned. Long live Charles Entertainment Cheese. Character went to an illegal roof rave foam party on top of the Chuck E. Cheese, where everyone was dressed like the Rat. Yes. Everyone's dressed like the Rat. There's a hyper-specific furry orgy in the making. Is not every furry orgy a hyper-specific furry orgy? I don't think there's generalist furry orgies. I don't actually know enough furries to confirm this. That's just the impression that I get. That sharp. Oh boy, that hurts. The teeth. The teeth on the plasma gun. You know, make all my destroyers gunmetal blue on their heads and shoulders and spines. Warriors and sentient machines are copper, commanders are gold, and mortals bronze. Nice. That's a nice quick way to differentiate between your minis on the tabletop. Like, even without looking at the silhouettes or equipment. Just immediately knowing which color is which. Like, I know that's the practical real life reason for doing that, but it feels good. I like it. It's like, that's why we have rank symbols and stuff. And flags and tiny pictures of Seattle. I don't know what that last part was about, but that's okay. Tiny pictures of Seattle. Yo, I was gonna take a bio break 15 minutes ago. So instead what I'm gonna do is when I finish putting red on this obliterator, I'm gonna take a quick bio break because I feel the call of nature. And I need you all to know and think about that. Feel the urge to kill. That's what I mean. Definitely. New Necron Overlord with the teleporting shroud effect. Do not love that they want $40 for him. Nah, well, you just convert him. I don't know how. I don't know how I would try to replicate that effect, but that's my take. Maybe you cut little squares of plastic card and attach those to half of a Necron. Ordering a female-coded Necron to my Pharaon? Hell yeah. Not enough Necrons with weird gender expression. Or really any gender expression. Because, like, you would think... It's not even really transhumanism, because they used to be aliens. But you would think that, like, with their weird transhumanism going on, they'd have some interesting lore. But they were just like, nah, we're gonna skip that. Skeletons wouldn't show much. She'll only show femme characteristics because she was a royal. Fair. Although, if you listen to transphobes, you can tell just by looking at a skeleton that someone had ovaries at some point. So, I don't know, who do I believe? Random douchebags on the internet or my own experiences with looking at skeletons? You good idea to make a unit of Necrons look like the robots from the movie Robots? I've never seen that movie. But I like the idea. Not stopping to measure some undead monster's pelvis. Why not? How can you say you love them if you won't measure their pelvis? Twice Dead King has some interesting takes on Necron gender. Oh shit. Hell yeah, I'm glad that I brought that up and that there's a thing that actually exists within that realm. Clearly I was speaking out of turn because I have not read or know what that is. Alright, we're gonna do a quick little bio break because I'm gonna die or explode. Maybe die and explode. Most of it causes them to go into catastrophic panic attacks that force them into succumbing to flare or destroyer viruses, so they tend not to dwell on it. I can't tell you what it is, but I can tell you what it feels like. I mean, That's fair. When I was realizing that I was non-binary, it did feel a lot like learning. It did feel a lot like an unstoppable urge to kill. So you can tell the Boy Skellies from the Girl Skellies because of pink bows. Lol. A few eons in a robo body, gender becomes meaningless. Well, it's gender starts as meaningless, and we assign meaning to it. But we also start as skeletons. So that's something. I don't know where I was going with that thought. Anyway, I'll be very right back. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. I'm back, and I brought a fortune cookie, which is just going to be auditory love for all of you, I know. Skeletal analysis tends to be pretty influenced by bias, as evidenced by the female warriors who were previously billed as male, because archaeologists saw they were buried with weapons, or the straight-up lesbian couple that other archaeologists repeatedly tried to say skeletal analysis showed were a man and a woman. I mean, that's just gals being pals, though. What do you think I'm fucking doing? I'm streaming right now. Our first complete organ in development is our buttholes. We all start out as just assholes. True. And some of us never stop. I'm fine with starting out as an asshole. It means I had a backbone once. There's invertebrates with buttholes. My Necrons, when they were Necron tier, all the slaves wore copper masks. The royalty of the Cetrac dynasty hates the Silent King because his punishment for resisting being converted. Only the Fariness and her royal advisors were converted to lords, while heirs and husband were made into near mindless warriors. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh, what are my magic numbers? 12, 14, 36, 9, 45, 15. None of those feel particularly magic to me, but alright. What is Puppy barking about? Fairness is just gonna go Boudica on the Silent King. Fuck yeah. For that king who's boss. For that boss who's king. I have my headcanon when painting. My night haunts were all former brigands and highwaymen. Robes are all stained red with blood. Yeah, to wear the weight of everyone they killed in eternity because Nagash thought it would be funny. I need to get around to the Nighthawk minis that I bought for a bargain. Y'all, I just want to play some more fucking Elden Ring. Last night was a good night for Elden Ring, and that's where my brain is now. Some pink glittery Aisha worshipping Eldar. Big on rebuilding their race, so lightly horny. I don't think you can be big on procreation and only be lightly horny, but that's just my personal take on it. I'm not an expert by any means. I never wanted to reproduce, but I feel like it requires you to also be horny. Before you can do anything, make 2 babies, please. Enjoy yourself. Just get the egg laying out of the way. For some reason, I don't know why I feel like Eldar lay eggs. I know they don't, but it just felt right for that moment, you know? Well, no, Exodites are more, Exodites are like even more uptight than Craftworld Eldar, as far as I can tell. Because they're like, Exodites left before Slaanesh got birth. Because they were like, this is too much. This is just too much. Y'all need to calm down. We're outie. Like, they're like space Mormons. They're Mormon elves. That's my understanding, at least. I'm happy to be proven wrong. But that's what I thought Exodites were. And there's no way that anybody who's a Mormon enjoys boning. That's brutal. I actually haven't known a Mormon since high school, so that's okay. And to be fair, the Mormon I knew in high school was very horny, so love the idea of a craft world leaving, and from our POV, it's like, you know, swing parties very trad styled. Come back a few centuries later to coke-filled bondage orgies and are like, what the fuck? I mean, that's kind of what happened.
We are Legion!
Oddleaf, thank you for that follow. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying our fun conversations about the sexual proclivities of Mormons. Especially Mormon elves. Is it a metaphor? I'm not even sure at this point. You know, honestly, one of my favorite parts about, I know that seems to be a running theme. I knew a Mormon in high school myself. A butt girl. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. What was I about to say? Oh, one of my favorite things about the Eldar lore is that, like, Eldar and Dark Eldar, like, do not have the same beef that, like, humans have with each other. Like, yeah, they're, like, Dark Eldar are, like, wrong. Like, but they're still Eldar, so they're still more important to any of us than humans, God forbid. And, like, that, I just love that. Eldar are like, no, I respect your differences, I guess, but saving for marriage. That is the practice that I find weird, saving oneself for marriage. Just like, I can't imagine the disappointment in saving oneself and then having married sex and being like, wow, this isn't great. I don't like this. This isn't all I thought it was gonna be. Strange how Eldar are, in the grand scheme, still doing the same cycle. Craftworld are born, does a few different lifetimes worth of trades. Gets bored, becomes a pirate. Gets bored, becomes Dark Eldar. Finds Jesus, becomes Craftworlder. Well, I mean, it's an interesting commentary on the, like, obsessiveness of Eldar, that, like, they do tend to just do that. And like they really are like the ideal alien to create Slaanesh because they are excessive and obsessive. They are excessively obsessive and obsessively excessive. And like that's a cool little piece of cheese. That's what I'm calling bits of lore now, apparently, is pieces of cheese. You live for thousands of years, I guess you can try on every hat. Yeah, exactly. That's why, like, vampires should be just weird people. I mean, obviously they're weird people. They're fucking vampires, but like they should have just a bunch of weird fucking skills and shit like that. Except for those that find the true calling and give in to Honk. The Honk Legion? I don't know what we're talking about now. I'm back to being lost. Talking about clowns? We talking about Harlequins? Harleen Quinzel? I've never heard them referred to as Honk Legion. Maybe don't spend enough time thinking about Eldar. Which is probably true. I don't spend a lot of time thinking about Eldar. I played Dark Eldar for all of one edition, and then the edition change fucked up my army composition. Just completely invalidated the way I was playing, and I was like, well, I guess I'm done with Dark Eldar. The most supportive and stable, sane relationship in Warhammer Fantasy is between two vampires. Because Vlad and Isabella are perfect, and I will take no notes. They love each other. And that's beautiful. And my wife, honestly, is not a vampire, and I still love her tremendously and would fight wars for her. But if she was a vampire, I'd fight 2 wars. Looks past his lack of nose. I feel like vampires, you've been around the block long enough times that, like, Harlequins are each a master of a specific kind of stage performance. No, I gotta finish my thoughts. And then I'll read the thing. Like, vampires have been around the block enough times to, like, either become super duper obsessed with really trivial things like not having a nose, or just stop giving a shit entirely about having a nose and other such things. Harlequins are each a master of a specific kind of stage performance, so there's just like a Carrot Top Harlequin and a Gallagher Harlequin. There's a So what you're telling me is that there's a blue-collar comedy Harlequin squad. I don't want to see the puppets show Harlequins. Vlad, unlike other nobles, was like, you like to read, lead, and do your own thing? That's pretty cool. Because he's a capital F feminist, that Vlad. Actually, puppet show Harlequins would be fucking cool. Like, that would be a really interesting unit for the tabletop. Like, a unit of Harlequins that can, like, puppeteer, like an enemy unit once a turn. I think that could be a lot of fun. Yeah, Harlequins. Ooh, Harlequin marionettes as Ghost Warriors? Yes. That would be tight. I don't know enough Harlequin lore to answer the question I'm about to ask, but hopefully someone does. Why don't Harlequins have Ghost Warriors? What happens to a Harlequin when they die? Like, Dark Eldar either get revived by homunculi or die and go to Slaanesh. Craftworlders end up in Spirit Stones or die and go to Slaanesh. But like, what happens to Laughing God takes their soul? Shadow Puppet Troop would be cool. The Honk God pops out and shoots a gun at Slaanesh. When she flinches as the POW flag pops out, he snatches the soul. Honestly, I'm okay with it. I'm fine. That's my canon that I choose to believe. And if that is actually canon, well done, G-dubs. I can hear Bobby Hill's dulcet tones echoing down the stairs. Only one type of Harlequin is damned, and they're easily custodized Primarch tier, and it's the Solaires. Yeah. Well, because the Solaires represent Slaanesh in Harlequin stuff. So it's easy to get corrupted when your job is to pretend to be Slaanesh. Not. Draw too much attention? Yeah. Hard to pull a switcheroo when they're dressed like you know? If I was out there hunting for souls and saw someone dressed as me, you could not successfully distract me from that person. And please note, I said if I was out there hunting souls, not when. For legal reasons, I'm not out there hunting souls, so don't worry about it. They Live was really just a Gene Stealer cult infestation. Okay, I'll take that. I can't believe I never thought about that before. We wouldn't dare accuse you of planning in advance. I will say, chat does have proof that I plan in advance. I used to do D&D planning sessions on stream, and I may still do that in the future. You know I do at least a little planning, but it's not a lot of planning. It's enough planning to not have to plan. However that works. Run a game every Sunday. Oh, D&D's such a good fucking game. Well, role-playing is very good. D&D specifically, but role-playing, fuck yeah, all the time. Crew's very RP heavy. Hey, same. I plan about a quarter of each session and then ad-lib the rest. What I usually do is realize how little I've prepped and panic and prep a lot, and then realize that I've prepped sufficiently for like the next 4 or 5 sessions and get comfortable and not do any prep in the meantime, and then panic and realize that I don't have enough prepped, and I just repeat that process. And that alone probably should have been the hey Bennett, you have ADHD experience, but somehow. My own executive dysfunction is fighting a battle between gluing all the shit together on this engine's head and bothering to make some allowances so the pistons will fit. Well, Clip, will the pistons be super visible? Will anyone other than you know or care about the pistons or lack thereof? Design a dungeon for them that'll take so long that they crave an RP break right after. Yeah, that's kind of what happens a lot, is that we'll do a couple RP heavy sessions and then do a couple of like combat or dungeon crawl sessions and then go back to RP heavy. If it looks good from 3 to 5 feet, it's fine for tabletop use. Exactly. I really do think, like, I love seeing close-up minis. Sorry, let me start that thought over again, because that wasn't words. I love seeing close-up pictures of people's minis, and I love beautifully painted minis. But I think the Instagram social media trend of close-up photos of minis really does a bad job of reminding you that most of the time that's not how you're going to see them. They're going where the horns originally were on the Slaughter Brute head, leading down into the new neck socket. Got it. You should make allowances for the pistons then. Pistons? Pistons? Pistons. Pissed him. Damn near killed him. Better to be pissed on than pissed in. That's what I always say. Return with coffee. Good call. I take time to paint all my chest sigils and tubes and such, but in-game all I ever see are their backs and asses. Yeah. Well, I consider, to a degree, painting your army is like sort of like a thing you do for your opponent. Like, painting your army is for you, but having a painted army is for your opponent. You managed to replace the Slaughter Brute multi-tongue with several mecha tendrils? Ooh. Flip, I'm so hyped to see this thing as it progresses. Rules lawyers get free victory points for a full painted army as per the rule book, and the smug sense of superiority. The signature smug look of superiority. Also, I've genuinely won games because I had a fully painted army before, so I stand by those. I stand by that existing. And I stroke the beard thus. Do you want to hear 1,000 nerds cry out in anguish at the same time? The only Star Trek I've ever watched is Deep Space Nine. So I know who Data is, but I don't actually, I've never watched anything with Data in it. That's because Deep Space Nine is the best one. I'll fight you. You can fight me, but it's the only one I've watched. Not crying, just disappointed. So the way that I arrived on watching Deep Space Nine, which is a fantastic show, and I love it so much, is that I asked my Star Trek nerd friends, hey, I don't like Star Trek. What Star Trek should I watch to change my mind? And they were all unanimously like Deep Space Nine. Cisco didn't have to deal with Q's bullshit. He punched him in the face. TNG or DS9 are indeed what to watch if you don't like Star Trek. The original series sucks. Strange New Worlds is pretty dang fun. Well, I mean, the original series is of its time. Like, I will say I have seen the Tribble episode of original series. So I'm a liar when I say I've only seen Deep Space Nine. Never convinced me Janeway wasn't lawful evil. Huh. Had to do what she had to do. Oh. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. And do the ends justify the means? Janeway committed genocide like twice? Yikes. Yikes. I'm now, without context, I'm leaning towards bad. Not good. Evil. And corrupted less advanced local cultures. Good intentions and Tuvix corpses. Geez, Janeway, why does Starfleet Command let you have 2 Vix? Is that joke anything? Need to follow the Prime Directive. Split them back apart. No idea. Don't know what it means. I like Tuvix that got rid of Neelix. Neelix is the guy with like the buck wild hairstyle, right? He's like the alien that's got the fucking Spangless going on. Neelix is their chef. Neelix was dating a 4-year-old? Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, it is the haircut. It's the guy with the haircut. That's what I was thinking. Huh. Cat guy. I don't know anything about that. Is he a cat alien? Coffee's so good. Like the Jem'Hadar on DS9 when we get those episodes focused on them. The Jem'Hadar were interesting. DS9 did a lot of cool stuff. Do we really have another ad coming? I guess it's been an hour since the last one. Oof. Oh, that's a good point. I could call it. Dang it. I think the ads got me. I think that's the maneuver, is that I am going to give my hand a rest. Dude, it's carpal tunnel, that fish rest. We'll hold this planet for the Dominion until reinforcements arrive. If reinforcements do not arrive, we will hold this planet for the Dominion. I'm sorry, Josie. I'm sorry. But it's I gotta be careful. I don't want to hurt myself. My hands are already in pain. Blah blah blah. Other excuses. Point is, enjoy the orc story now. Fuck yeah. Who are we raiding? Jamie's on, Matt Yee's on, Witty's on, Zambies is on, Ramius is on. Fucking everybody's on. Holy shit. What day is it? It's Thursday. That doesn't really explain anything, but fish Tourette's? Fish Tourette's. Fish Tourette's. Fish Tourette's? Fish Tourette's. Fish Tourette's. Well, I'm just pondering fish Tourette's. Fish Tourette's. Yo, thank you so much for having me. Oh, for having me? I'm the one who's here. I'm the one who knocks. I'm the one who hosts. This is my channel. Christ, I can't talk. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. I zoned out. I was just looking at channels like, hell yeah. What else do we have going on this week? Tomorrow, I am going to be back at noon Eastern time again, doing the first of the Tarot Bash minis. I need to talk to Void because I think they're going to be streaming with me, which would be tight. Tarot Bash, for those of you who don't know, is a challenge that we're putting forth where you draw a tarot card and then you convert and maybe paint, if you feel powerful, a mini based on that tarot card. Very loosey-goosey on the rules. We're just gonna do that like once a month throughout the whole year of 2024. And got a lot of primed unpainted minis, hell yeah. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow with one of the other parents of the concept. And then Saturday night, around about 7 p.m. EST, I will be back playing Rogue Trader and trying to learn about this navigator lady that we made friends with last time. Can we smooch? I don't know. We'll find out. Look, let's just raid Jamie, okay? We're raiding Jamie. Jamie's painting that fucking limited edition sorceress from Warhammer Plus, so let's go. I agree. You should romance the sister. We should be able to romance the sister. That's it. That's the one. Y'all, thank you for hanging out. New friends and old. It's been a blast. I was about to type raid into the wrong chat. That would have been goofy. All right. Do I have a parting words for y'all? Thanks for making work less soul crushing. That's my goal. I'm trying. Oh, Jamie just fucking left on break. Fuck that. We're not raiding Jamie. We're gonna raid Zambies instead. Because Zambies is working on her. Ah! Resin Beast entry! Oh, or Micah? We can raid Micah. I'm half sick, so I enjoyed myself. Upper respiratory? Oof. Oof. Oh yeah, let's raid Micah. Let's go. I can't type to save my life. Micah Igneous. Oh, doing that there little Tacticus. Doing that Tacticus promotion. I did that Tacticus promotion. That was a fun promotion. All right. Good night, everyone. It's not nighttime, for me at least. Bye.
By using the codes and such that I have provided for both on the QR code here and the about section, or sell them that I sent you. Well, well, well. If it isn't the Sloppy Joe and firemen themselves. Right? Get out your flamers, everybody! Or choppers. Which one do we got again? Choppers? Vortex, thank you so much for the follow. How goes? How goes? Welcome in, unholy fireman. Let me give you a shout out. Got a little Tacticus action. That I do.
No.
Oh, don't say what's going on, because it is actually that. But I'm also working on Commander Farsight here.